You tell us when
I
you're
didn't
ready,
look
Chad.
that.
It's stuff we're supposed to be doing though.
That didn't look that hard.
Are we?
Not easy. 450 a little wobbly.
450 be tough.
Oh, guys, hold on. We're talking about bench.
450 be tough.
450 tough.
Now, if I hit 450, I'm gonna start wearing a V-neck like you got on.
Yeah. I got a nice.
Bro, don't do that.
Well,
Don't do the
I was gonna say I didn't know they still sold V-necks.
No, they do, dude.
They do?
Yeah, they do, dude.
Or is that an old shirt?
No, it's not an old shirt. It's
How
actually
long you had
brand
that
new
V-neck?
from Lucky Brand. Okay.
Lucky brand.
Yeah.
Lucky like the jeans.
And my girlfriend,
Yeah.
as my father calls her, Kid Dynamite, bought it for me. Okay.
Oh.
She was like, "Hey, you need to start wearing V-necks,
She
Daddy."
just got it, and I was like,
You're like, "Oh,
for
cool.
Father's
I guess
Day.
I'm from Jersey Shore."
It's for Father's Day. Which, by the way, to everybody who wished me a happy Father's Day, I'm sorry I didn't respond.
I agree, guys.
It's very tough for me
Christ.
because I don't care. I appreciate it. It's just that I don't want to have to go. You too.
Yeah,
You too.
I got some lengthy.
No,
Father's
people
Day
want to.
texts.
People
Damn.
want you to celebrate at the same level that you celebrate with your close family members with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they wanted you to do it at the same level every time. It's similar to when, like, let's say you book a show or something, right? Your agent calls and you go, "Hey man, you booked it," and you're like this, "Yes!"
Yeah.
And you tell your family, you're like, "Oh, guess what? We did it," right? Then the next person you see, they go, "Hey man, congratulations on that show," and you might go like this, "Oh, thanks."
Yeah.
Then they go,
Yeah.
"Oh,
it?
that's all you got."
Hey,
The energy's not the same.
Well, I'm not
energy's
celebrating with
different.
you on the same level. Like, I can't celebrate with everybody the same
Yeah, there's
way.
levels, man.
There's levels.
There's
You know what I mean?
levels.
I don't need to be that way with you. It's
Yeah.
like that's like I said. I'm engaged. Okay.
Right.
Oh, really?
Yes. And
Yeah,
so,
we knew that.
so everybody says to
I didn't know
me,
that.
everybody,
Guys are like this. Guys like, oh really? Yeah. Girls are like, oh my god, yeah.
dude, everybody goes, "Oh, dude, you're engaged." I go, "Yeah, you know." And then they're like, "Oh, do you really want to be engaged?" Like,
Hey, that's how dudes.
hey, you ain't gonna be living with me.
Yeah.
You ain't in the
You're not
gym.
getting an invite to the wedding.
You're not
I don't
even
know
coming
why
to the
you fucking
wedding,
care.
bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't have to.
I-
it's like that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
I think
some
people-
people are sentimental. Like that. I remember my girlfriend had a brother, and they'd be together, and the dad was never really around. He was a guy who had he was one of those guys who had 15 kids, and just kind of like
Shitty
now,
dad.
Yeah, and now they're all around, and the one boy just wanted to love his father. I swear to God, and he'd go like this. It happened 3 times during the dinner. He goes, guys, I think it's important that we all kind of acknowledge that our father and his father would go, John, we get it. He'd stop
Just
him. He'd go,
fucking cut him
John, we
off.
get it. Can we not have a long speech?
John, the first one was enough.
And then he did it the third time. He goes, John, you make everything awkward. I felt so bad. And John went like this. And he went like this. He went, and then you know me. I try
poor
to save
kid.
people's feelings. I go, I don't worry. He goes, he just doesn't get it. Just doesn't get it.
I think,
I was like, I see your whole life.
some people just feel like they have to do it. They have to say something.
Yeah.
Most people just.
I didn't grow up in a family like that. Like birthdays, you get nothing.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
Well,
you're
as
not
a man,
really,
though, as a man when you get over, like, say, 35,
Yeah.
what is your birthday?
Right.
Like, nobody cares.
Even I would say I would
you're
say
like
even
31,
after
like,
25.
Dude, and check this out. And when you're in a relationship, heaven forbid, I want to do nothing on my birthday.
Correct.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because when it's your birthday, it's actually their birthday.
Yep.
Because they want to, like, why I planned a day for us.
Yeah.
Like, what? Is it my day?
It's a lot of work.
Or throwing a birthday party. I'm like, I don't want to be a
don't
fucking
wanna- yeah.
party. I just
No.
want to chill.
I broke up with a very hot girl because she went like this. We were at dinner and she goes, I make a really big deal over my birthday.
Then it's like,
Oh, no.
See ya. That's a red flag right there because you want me to make a big deal.
That's
of my
aggressive.
That's what his
that
birthday
is.
I also
It's
don't know how to
birthday
make
month.
birthdays great. Some
Yeah.
people are really good at they release doves and he comes in a shining armor.
Can I give you a little tip here?
Yeah.
Not that you need it, but I'm gonna give you a
do.
little Griffin advice right here. You just need to know what's important to them, no matter how big or small.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yep.
no matter how big or small it is.
Yep.
I remember a long time ago going on a date, it was like, and the girl says she missed playing bingo with her grandma from their hometown. She said, I missed it.
She misses her grandma.
I missed her grandma on bingo. You know what I did on the first date?
Took her bingo.
Took her to play bingo.
And you dressed up like grandma?
Well,
She's all, oh my God, this is terrifying. He's all, hey, you miss your grandma? She's all, no, this is terrifying.
check this out.
He has a wig on and
But
dress.
bingo ain't in good neighborhoods.
With a knife under his nose.
Oh, it's not?
No, I'm saying
Bingo's what?
bingo's not in good neighborhoods.
No.
But what I'm saying though is like,
No way Papa's doing bingo.
you don't have to like, what should I do this big expensive? No, you could just be like, maybe she's in fucking elephants and you got like a little elephant thing and you know what I mean? It's just knowing like what.
Well, you
the
were.
person-
I think she liked that you were thoughtful and you remembered.
Yeah, you remembered
That's all I'm
that.
saying.
My friend's wife freaked out because my friend took soap. He took the soap from under the sink and unwrapped it and put it in the trash and had fresh bar of soap. So she thought that was incredibly thoughtful. Meanwhile, the dude ran out of soap and he's like, I just need fucking soap. And she was like, I
that's the
can't believe you
little
did that.
things.
Yeah. And he was like, I just wanted to do something.
Yeah,
for you.
sometimes.
Well, it's like my girl wrote me this. I woke up Father's Day. I hate long text. This long text about how good of a dad I am. And I just went, I appreciate this. Love you. She's all, that's it? I'm like, it's Father's Day. Like, what do you want me to respond back? Like, with a long
You got to give a
text?
State of the Union
Like,
all of a sudden.
it's my day. Like, you're supposed to acknowledge me,
That's what
man.
I'm saying, dude.
That's a lot of pressure.
You're not sentimental at all.
Compared to you, I'm
yeah,
fucking.
you are. I'm
Clay Aiken.
You're not at all?
I was. I didn't have any of the family.
Solid reference, right?
I missed out.
I wanted to be.
Clay Aiken.
I love you.
You like that? Like a bridge over troubled.
No, you are though. You make birthdays and stuff.
Oh, for my kids, I go
Yeah.
all out, man. Yeah, big time.
I can't.
Or like my girl's
that's
like, "What do
good.
you want?" I'm like, I don't really need. What do I really want? I want a Rolex Daytona. You're not gonna buy me that. Like, I'll work for it and I'll get it. Like the gifts, just give me pictures of my kids and frame it. That's it. Like, just give me pictures and
Yeah.
frame it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, but
but
when
you know what
somebody-
you're doing though? You're doing is like you have to. Sometimes not receiving a gift is just as selfish as receiving a gift or wanting a gift. I'm saying.
What do you mean?
Like when you go to some place and somebody says,
dropping
"Hey, I got this for
I know,
you."
right? Yeah.
I'm just saying,
dropping
no, but you go like,
You've been
"Hey,
through
I got
some
this
shit.
for you." And you go like this. You go, "Oh no, it's okay." That's actually selfish.
Yeah, that pisses
Right.
them off.
You know, it's like you need being gracious and being like, "I'll take this."
Yeah.
Is a form of being like
For sure.
selfless too for them because that's why they're doing this. So you have to like find something. We have to compromise. You know, they want to do shit for you, so we have to be like, all right, so what is it that I can tolerate that I really want that'll make them happy?
Yep.
See, I still have regret. It hurts me because my ex-wife, she goes, I got you something that you're gonna really love, and I was like, awesome, and I don't pay attention to my surroundings, and. And I still feel bad about this. It was for my birthday, and she opens the garage, and I go,
The car.
where is it?
And she had cleaned the garage.
She fucking cleaned and organized the whole
Which,
fucking
by the
garage.
way,
That's a
is
beast.
like
Took her-
no, but by the way, that's annoying because you're like, I got this organized. My shit goes in a certain
Yeah, I don't know where all my shit's at now.
moved my workout.
Oh my god!
And I was like this, and I was like, but I was looking for something, and I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I didn't see.
Yeah, is it in here, girl? You crazy?
Is there a lawnmower in this bitch?
She made the shelves and all that, and I go, where is it?
You're looking for the
I go,
clue.
what? And she goes, are you kidding? And she was. I could see she kind of like was so disappointed in me. Like she was so like she worked so hard on it, and she went like this. She went.
But also, you clean the garage.
I felt so bad.
But also, you clean the
Well,
garage.
guys,
Well, she put like
he's
shelves
telling an
and-
ex-wife story.
No, but God bless. I get along with
He's
her
not
so
telling a "we lived happily ever after" story.
Yeah.
This is the seeds
This ain't
of
the
why this
notebook.
shit didn't work.
That's why it's my fault. Like I take responsibility because she
tried,
did all,
man.
she did all this shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't get
But
it.
also, you clean the garage. You know?
Yeah.
I don't notice stuff like that, man.
Well, I mean, how many times?
But that's
like,
like, I mean,
had a
they should
girlfriend-
understand. They should understand that.
Well, I had a
though.
girlfriend who bought me a huge banana tree and put it in the corner and bought me a new dog bed. I remember this, Allie. And she was like, she was an interior designer for Calvin Klein for all that. So she knew her shit, man. And I'd come home and there'd be a big banana tree and a new dog bed. I didn't notice, man. I just didn't fucking notice. And then
I mean, I'd notice that, but even that.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But at the same time, it's about being thoughtful from the other side too. It's like whatever your love languages are too.
I was just
Like,
getting
if
ready to
you're-
say that.
Like if you're like acts of service, I'm acts of service. That's my first one I like. So I
Okay.
remember my girl. She picked me up from the airport. All right. But when she picked me up from the airport, when I was coming down the escalator, she was waiting for me.
Oh.
She had a cart and
that'd
two
be
coffees.
nice.
Oh.
Bro,
Damn.
Would have proposed right there.
Yeah.
100%.
Like what I'm saying is, like, but to her it was like, well, it doesn't matter. I'm just getting caught. Blah, blah. It's like it don't matter.
Yeah,
You pick
that's
me
your
up
love
late from the
language.
airport.
Yeah.
We're done.
Oh,
There's
don't.
nothing worse. I'm traveling
You know
all
I can't
day.
stand. You know I can't stand. Don't hit me with this shit. You call somebody and go, oh, call me when you're there. Hey, check it out. I know when I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm flying in at 5.
Yeah.
On
If it's
Delta.
delayed, if it's delayed, I'll let you know. But other than that, 5. Be there when I'm there, man.
Look, this is what I always say. Like when I was single, you know, and doing like I'm thoughtful like that. Like I'll pick you up from the airport and check it out. I'm not circling the airport waiting for your text. I'm not at the cell phone lot. I'm at baggage claim.
Dang.
damn,
You a real one.
bro.
All right, and check it
Say
out.
that again. That was sexy.
And check
Yeah,
this
say,
out.
yeah, say it one more time.
Whoa. Baggage claim. But check this out too. You don't got to tell me your flight's coming in early because I'm tracking your flight.
Yeah, what's up, dog?
By the way,
That's why you're engaged, man.
Right? That's how you do it. She goes, oh my God, I'm here 30 minutes early. Don't worry, boo boo. I'm at baggage claim. That's how you do it. So what I'm saying is being thoughtful is like people, I think we lose sight of those love languages and the
Which
thoughtful
I think are
stuff.
important.
We lose track of that, thinking that, oh, I got to get the big thing or the whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
Because even one of the love languages is receiving gifts, and we kind of
weird language.
I know, but we think that it's about
Do you know
monetary
that book? You know
value.
that book, that love language book?
Yeah, the 5 love.
Oh man, I'm telling you, you got to take the love language
It's
test.
interesting.
Let's take a little break from riffing with the man Erik Griffin, because DraftKings Sportsbook is not only my favorite sportsbook, but also America's top-rated sportsbook. I love using DraftKings because it's easy to navigate, plenty of instructions for new bettors, and they have all the ways to get in on the action. My friends and family also love DraftKings Sportsbook, and I bet you guys will too, and they have a great offer. DraftKings Sportsbook is putting you courtside with a chance to turn $1 into $100 in site credits. That's right. Pick any basketball team. There's only 4 left. So you can pick the Phoenix Suns, the Clippers, the Bucks, or the Atlanta Hawks. All right. You bet $1. If that team wins, you win $100 in site credits. Don't forget, DraftKings Sportsbook also offers great odds on baseball, hockey, UFC. You got a big main event this weekend with the heavyweights Gone and our boy Volkov. That's right. That's this Saturday. You got Tank fighting this Saturday. There's all sorts of ways to get in on the action with DraftKings Sportsbook. DraftKings is safe, secure, reliable, so you can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code FIGHTER when you sign up. Turn $1 into $100 in free credits. Bet on any basketball team of your choice that are in the freaking still in the playoffs. And if they win their next game, you can claim $100 in free credits. That's promo code FIGHTER for limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. New Jersey, Indiana, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Wagers paid out in site credits. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in Indiana 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Tell you what, man, my kids are talking trash to me in Spanish, and it ain't cool. And I tried learning from these other language books and stuff like that and Audible books, and it's not working. Thank God for Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app. There's a fun, easy way to learn a new language, whether you're traveling abroad, connecting in a deeper way with your family, me, my kids talking smack all the time, and my wife behind my back. Babbel teaches bite-sized language lessons that you actually will use in the real world. All right? Babbel's 15-minute lessons make it the perfect way to learn a new language on the go, on the car, driving to work, working out, whatever you're doing. You got some time, you got 15 minutes. How about you learn a new language, son? Babbel designs their courses with practical, real-world conversations in mind, things you get to use in everyday life. All right? Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages, including Spanish, French, Italian, German. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, when you purchase a 3-month Babbel subscription, you get an additional 3 months free. That's 6 months for the price of 3. Whoa! Just go to Babbel.com. Use the promo code FIGHTER. That's BABBEL.com, code FIGHTER, for an extra 3 months free. Babbel, language for life.
Really? You don't know
But
yours?
check it out. Check it out. It's not about it's not about knowing what they are so much as like when you answer those questions leading up to it, it really says a lot about like,
Yes.
It'll be like when you come home, do you want to just not see anybody? Do you want, like all these little things that lead up to like, then it tells you like
That's
it's acts
dope.
of service. What are they?
Touch.
Touch. Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
What's the other ones?
Quality time.
Look it up. Google. What the four of you doing over there?
Eric, quality chip.
Quality time.
Yeah.
Gift giving.
Gift giving.
It's a real thing.
But
It's a
the
real
gift
thing.
giving one, let me give you an example. Like for a gift, like you could just be like, you could send your chick $10 Starbucks card just to be like, hey, get yourself a coffee on me today. Just that act of receiving that thing, just that small, makes people fill up. So
I think I like discipline. Wait, what is it?
Discipline.
But that would be
not one of them.
That's right. No. I don't know. What I mean is maybe not discipline. But like I moved a girl into my house because the way she took care of her dog and herself. Like there was something about she was always in shape, always like her dog. Everything about the way she took care of her dog. She had her shit together.
See, I think that goes
You knew
under
she'd be
acts
good
of
for it.
I
if she moved
respect
in.
that.
That'd be acts of service,
I
right?
think it goes under that acts of service because you're also you want that for yourself.
Yeah, I
you
can
know?
rely on it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just think it's important to know in a relationship what the other person values because it's not about doing equal shit. You know, it's not about like I got to do what you do because we like to say that.
Yeah.
No, what it's about is like I'm gonna do what I do and I'm gonna put it here, and you do what you do that's equivalent here, and we're gonna balance out like this. Because if you spend time going like if you're like the breadwinner, like you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't go, I make all the money. What do you do? It's like, it's not whatever the other person does is equivalent. If they're like taking care of your kids or if they're like, working on whatever they're working on, you have to have the balance.
Yeah.
And
So, do you have a date set for the wedding?
no, but I'm letting her and her mother,
What ethnicity is she?
she's Jewish.
Word.
So it's a whole thing,
The whole big thing. How was Marin? You did Marin last week?
Yeah.
How was it?
He's such a, I didn't even realize he did it like that. So chill.
At his house? At his
Yeah,
crib?
you just go in his
garage.
backyard in his garage. He's sitting in front of the computer. He's like, all right, ready? Boom, boom. And he just does it. I was like, was Obama like that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did
he did
Obama
have
just
Obama.
come over and he was just
You,
like,
you
yeah,
had to
sit
submit
there?
questions to Obama before he came, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all.
of course.
The president's not just going to riff from the hip.
And they had guys come a day early. And
A
check
week
out-
early and
Is
shut
that
down
right?
the street. A week early. Secret Service was on top of the other houses with sniper
They
guns and
don't
shit.
fuck around.
He
Imagine.
said the neighbors were cool, though. But you better be,
course they're
bitch.
gonna be
Yeah.
The president of the United States in my garage, ho.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on the neighborhood.
Yeah, true.
Is it the black president? You know what I mean? Thank you.
Yeah, if it's Trump, it get a little dicey. I got Trump coming over, man. Yeah.
I remember when Trump he was walking across remember he was walking with the Secret Service like he was being a tough guy?
Yeah.
Going to that thing?
Was were you and Marin, were you boys at the store or no?
No, not really, man.
No one really is. He kinda does his thing and leaves.
That was the funny thing about it we were talking about because I said to him like, it was like I don't know how many years ago it was, but I was doing a special whatever and we asked to get on a show and he said no. So then like you just wait for the right time. He walks up to me at the store and goes, "Hey man, you should probably be on the podcast." Blah 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 blah. That's you wait for those moments and it happens when it happens.
Yeah.
That's dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Marin's a godfather, man. He's been doing, I think he's been doing it longer than Rogan.
Mark,
podcast?
I was doing
Yeah.
stand-up with Mark 30 years ago.
Yeah.
30.
Grinder.
30.
So when are you guys?
And he
moving
was
to
already,
Austin?
at that time, he was
Yeah.
already pretty well known. Like, he was already
Was it-
written up. In
I was like, when are you guys moving to Austin? You guys?
Shit.
No. Did you consider it?
Hey, only one guy that went to Austin has $300 million. You know what I mean?
Everyone else like, we're all going.
Let's go with him. Until he's like, yeah, I'm gonna move to Montana.
And then those Golden Gates went.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought we were all in Austin.
You never
I'm
thought
in
about it, right?
No.
Hell no. Yeah.
Did you
would
ever
I
think
move
about
out?
leaving?
No, not at all. I'm from LA. This is my town.
Dude, I'm,
Exactly.
when you realize, like, weather may not be that big a deal, but let me tell you something.
It's a
When-
big deal.
I was in Albany, New York, and anywhere in New York, anywhere Austin right now, you were telling me about Oklahoma. It's so hot and humid.
So
and when
fucking
you
hot.
walk anywhere, you got to take 6 showers a day.
Yeah.
You get used to 75 and dry and breezy. You just do. It's
nice.
You don't realize.
Yeah, we have sprummer here. That's it. Spring and summer.
all day long. And
You
then
know?
it's hard to have a bad day.
Yeah. It's just there's some towns that people always talk about how great their town is. Let me give you an example, like Chicago.
Just not in the winter.
Yeah, no.
Not in the
Let me
winter.
tell you something. Okay, Chicago. Okay, great Chicago.
Certain areas,
for like
maybe.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
From like in a mid-April, and then every other time it's like it's too hot or it's too cold.
Correct.
Freezing.
Correct.
It's terrible. I don't
Yeah.
want to. I like the
I
snow
walked
like
around
this.
in January. My face hurt.
Yeah.
I needed a face mask
Oh, in
for real.
Chicago?
I like snow for like 2 days.
I've never been there in the wintertime. I've been there in the summer.
Oh, please
Oh, it's
understand.
so cold.
If you
fuck.
if you go to New England, if you go to like Massachusetts,
Boston.
walk around Harvard, or you walk around Chicago, your face, you cannot go without covering your face will start to hurt.
New York's
That's
cold
how
as fuck,
cold it
too.
can be. New York is cold as
nasty
fuck.
cold.
And New York,
Montreal.
Same way, too?
New York's
Never
another
been.
town I would never move to. It stinks.
Never.
It stinks
Never.
too.
I was just there.
New York City.
It's great, but
never
it's a
done it.
lot. It's a fucking lot.
I've never been
Everybody's
out
on
there.
the street. Everybody's in your face. It's a parade.
Is
You
it wide
march in a
open now?
parade. It's
Is
wide
it
open.
buzzing out there?
Below 14th Street is a fucking European party.
That's cool.
It's
It was
everybody's on
wide
the
open. I was just there a month or so ago.
What were we doing out
I
there?
was doing this Ray Romano movie. And like we were walking around, and I was like, "This doesn't feel like there's a pandemic going on."
Oh, really?
Because
I walked by
was a month
they
ago.
were super locked down.
Yeah, I walked by John Gotti's old Ravenite Club and, on Mulberry, that whole area. It was pretty wild. And it's just so touristy. But the mob used to run that place in the 90s. It was always like people would be out.
The
You'd
Italian
always-
mob still a thing?
Yes.
I'm sure it is. It's just
Not like they used to be.
He sounds like he's on a payroll.
I know, right? Yeah.
It's Italian.
they don't kill you anymore, really. I think it's harder to kill people because of cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get away with
Yeah,
that.
in the same way you don't see Bigfoot anymore. you know?
Yeah, back in the day, they would kill you in a restaurant, but now it's different. I mean, they
just
killed
straight up,
Castellano at Spark Steakhouse, right in the middle
right
of the
outside.
city.
Yeah.
Like, you could never do that now. Never. They just
And
had
get
too many
away- no,
cameras.
no.
yeah.
Well, people were eating,
but the
Done them
mob
now
would-
right in the
no, no,
street.
yeah.
I'm just waiting
The
to live
mob
on
would
it.
just do like comics, like Chappelle. He would make everybody put their phones in a thing
Yeah.
Yeah.
to go into the restaurant. So
Yeah.
you can't have your phone in there.
Oh, if I'm at some
how
Italian
you do
joint
it.
in New York,
Imagine.
like, put away your phone. Like, I'm out.
Yeah.
You still
Check,
see,
please.
you still see old school dudes there that are Italian.
They're all there. They still hang
so
out there.
heavy and something's going on.
It's,
but
you can tell by the suits, huh?
I think that they don't wear suits a lot of times. They just
They don't?
Nah, not in the summer. They're just wearing they're wearing that. They're wearing like a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh.
open, just sitting.
Wonder if
They're
there's
still
They'll try to
different.
shake you down. Like, what the fuck? This ain't the 90s. Get the fuck out of here.
What if they got
Shakedown.
into podcasting and they busted in a room like, you guys need some protection.
well, that's
Good,
what's
man.
the other podcast.
Yeah, right?
it's hard to shake down. Yeah, how do you shake down, like, I don't know, Le Pain Quotidien? Like, I'm a corporation. I gotta.
Well, I mean, the
Where-
big shakedown is the government, isn't it? Though, I
Yeah.
mean, like if the New York State government is a little, if you feel like it's corrupt, if like come on, like obviously stuff is going on. I mean, it would just be like if you own a store, and then they come over and be like, well, if you want to be in this store, who you gonna tell?
Yeah.
Who you gonna call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, you're not gonna call anybody. You're gonna call the cops and be
There's
like,
no one- yeah.
some dude is telling me I have to pay him money. Okay, we'll check on it. Like, what are they gonna do? Then you have to. They're not gonna be. You got to have a 24-hour guard. I mean, I totally get why it's like, you're gonna have to.
Pay the
They
big-
still control
terrifying.
some of like the construction, the unions and shit. That's where they're making their
Well,
money.
yes.
The parking lots too, right?
Yeah, parking
Yeah,
lots. They
what-
still have all the businesses.
trash.
Yeah.
But it's more subtle. Like with trash, it'll be like, what happens is if you have a restaurant and you want to shop around for a better price to get rid of your trash every day, they'll go ahead. Call around. And what happens is you call every trash company
They won't work
and they
with
go,
you.
I don't work that area. That's all, because so that's how it.
That's how it
works.
is?
Yeah. So what happens is, so
Well,
you'll
they
you'll
own,
pay
like,
the price they
management,
give you.
the trash.
Well, what are you gonna do with the
unions,
trash?
The fishing dock.
Yeah, and then if you have a construction job, it's changing now. My buddy just built a building, but it used to be that it was just you were going to pay a certain amount. It was part of the deal.
Part of
That
doing business.
If you were if you were in a family, you were going to have to pay guys who didn't work but came every Friday and picked up a check. It's just the way it was. The
Yeah, I think the
longshoremen
shakedown's
the same way.
different.
Yeah, now
They're not gonna like beat you up.
no.
Like, I'm gonna
No.
film
They just
this.
get you in a different way.
But they
But
can
why
fuck
not?
things up for you a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they make it difficult.
But now it's different because now like construction's open to different bids and different it's just different, man. New York is different. Dove just built a 20-story building
Yeah.
from there
did
was
they have
never
any shakedown or anything?
so with
David Dove?
yeah so
I just
Dove's,
saw him.
Dove's a player now with real estate. But what Dove will say is this: when you go to do real estate in New York, and you want financing for a business, what happens is you're never going to get money unless you have what's called a debt partner, unless you have a guy who has a relationship with a bank who's done it before. So you have to be in bed with a guy who has roots and has
Yeah.
done it. That guy's already been dealing with that stuff.
Yes.
It's all part of why you hire that guy, why that guy's your partner. And then you got to be careful and make sure he doesn't screw you over.
There's a lot
It was
to
really he's got really good instincts because he had this partner and he goes to meet the guy. They're working on a deal for 8 months. Goes to meet the guy and it's a dude and he gets buzzed in twice. And he goes, why the fuck do I have to go through 2 locked buzz doors to get to this guy who's a real estate guy.
Yeah. Well,
This
now you
means
know.
people are after this motherfucker. And then he gets up there and the guy won't make eye contact with him. Guy's like, no, you want to make the deal? We'll make the deal. I mean, you know, it's back. I make do it. And he goes, I'm out of here. I'm not doing it. They were like, no, you're crazy. He's got a track record. Hired a private eye. The guy's half a gangster. So in New York, when you do that, you got to know what the fuck you're doing. You got to know who you're getting in bed with.
Yeah, that's true. That sounds
Well, if you have to walk through a pawn shop,
Yeah, to the back.
yeah, you know what I mean?
And a lot of
trying to
times you do.
walking through the
Buy a
back
building.
door.
A lot of times you do, and guess what? The deal will be made. It just depends. It's all instinct.
Well, it's like my boy moved to Austin. He's trying to buy this land. And like, cool, you want to buy the land? This has been family owned for 200 years.
Oh, well.
And he's like, all right, I don't give a fuck. I just want to buy the land. Like, yeah, you can do that. Whatever you build on this, we get 10% of. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, okay, go ahead somewhere else. Goes another place, tries the same thing. Well, it's like the main real estate is owned by like 6 main families.
They talk.
So yeah, they talk. So he goes to another place. Goes, hey, I'm going to buy this. You can do that. It's 10%.
Yeah.
It's just part of doing business.
Yeah, what do you do? What are you gonna do?
That's the way it is. My buddy in Italy said something when you open a business. He goes, the police are the mafia. It's like if you want that sidewalk fixed, you call a guy. You're not gonna call the city. You call a guy who has
This is
that area.
in Italy?
It used to be in New York City when you had a bar. No matter who you were, you had my buddy Jimmy's dad had bars. You had a jukebox.
The jukebox, yeah.
And you didn't want a jukebox. I want to play my own music.
No.
And what happens is there'd be a guy who'd come in every week and just open it up and take the money out.
The mob gets all that.
And my buddy was like, "Hey, dude, this is my bar. This is my bar, so I don't want to do this anymore." And so the guy would go, "Well, it's our spot, so you got it." And my buddy's dad was a smart ass. And my dad, "No, fuck you now, and no." So what happens? Two gorillas show up. 4 hours later, and they go like this. They go, "Look, we don't want you guys getting a fire starting or the windows broken. We're trying to protect you. We're here to protect you. That's why we are here."
I go, we want this little Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. They're listing out the things they could
and they'll
do.
sit in your
Yeah.
bar with a drink so they can protect you. You know,
You're like, we
paying.
don't want your kid who goes to such and such school,
Go
whose
missing.
second grade
That's
teacher's name
fucking
is. We don't
scary.
want that to happen to them.
Yeah.
You don't want that. They don't have to even do that. They
No,
can
you
just
know.
be there in your bar and go. I mean, if the window breaks a lot, that sucks. You gotta close
Yeah,
down.
Eric,
That's
you were
a
one of the
bad
guys
thing.
with this pandemic. You just powered through it. You weren't, you never talking about leaving. You never
Oh no, I
Chilling.
complained.
Well, the thing is, like, I always feel like whatever job I get is going to be the last job I ever have. So, which has made me frugal, and I got an investor, and my money's in the bank, and so this happened, and I was like, what am I going to do? And then I was like, oh, I'm all right. And then I just started doing other little things, and
smart with your
then things worked out. I started streaming Erik Griffin Gaming.
Yeah, I see you on that Twitch.
Yeah, Erik Griffin Gaming on Twitch every day.
Then did you
what do you-
shoot
what is
the Workaholics
I
movie?
play, no, they haven't done it yet. I think they're still writing it.
Damn.
Or maybe they made it and I'm not in it. But I know
They're
that's
about
not
to
the
rip
case.
you out. No.
I know that's not the case because
And you-
Adam told me about it.
You stream playing games.
Yeah, I started streaming,
Huge,
and then I
huge,
got like a
huge.
bunch of
for you.
opportunities because of it. Like I did a show where I played games with T-Pain. Then I did this other show because Amazon owns Twitch, so they got tons of money.
I didn't
So they
know
have
that.
all these like they got all these like little things that they do, and it's lucrative. Listen, I did. Let me just say this: I made more money gaming in the gaming world than I did as stand up the year before. You know what I mean?
There's major money in Twitch.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in Twitch.
Look at Brian trying to learn video
I
games.
know,
Just doing whatever for money.
Wait, are you playing specific video games? or
I always
just
play
any
Call
of
of Duty, but I'll play other. But I mostly play Call
Call
of
of
Duty.
Duty? Yeah.
Did you see
I'm
T-Pain?
a funny guy playing video games.
Yeah.
I'm not
People like-
terrible,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
like that's not.
Did you
That's
see
what it's
T-Pain
about.
when those kids call him the
N-word?
racial slur, and he's like, "All right," and just lit them the fuck up.
Dude, that happens all the time, dude. This
Super
thing they
racist
do.
on there.
I had this funny video up right now on TikTok. That's Erik Griffin Gaming. It's you kill someone and then they turn the mics on for like 3 seconds
After you kill him,
after you kill him. And so this guy, he says to me, he goes, "I'm coming back for you, camping pussy." Then I said, he didn't hear me, but I was like, okay, I'll be waiting. You know what I mean? But you get a lot of stuff, man. They say a lot of crazy shit on the kill cams, and a lot of times it's racial.
How's it allowed?
It's white kids being racist. You know what I mean?
it's like YouTube
So
comments.
they're just trying to let it out.
If you want to see
Yeah,
if America's racist,
Like,
go
this
to
is the
YouTube
time I can
comments.
fucking really do it.
Or sometimes the kids.
That's true.
There's one kid. This one little kid. You could tell he was a little kid. he gets killed, and you hear him say, he goes, "Daddy, stop touching me." You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
But they're just trying to be funny.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just trying to be like trolls.
Because you can't really trace it back to them if they're not really known on the platform, right?
Yeah, I don't even post a lot of stuff. And look, I posted this video of this thing, and it's like more likes than I ever. You know?
Yeah.
Would you keep doing stand up if I gave you $30 million?
No,
You would not. You'd stop.
I'm out. Dude, I'm almost 50. I'm done. Think I want to deal with that shit?
You don't like the road anymore?
People? No.
Nah.
I would do
feeling
it
the
like,
road?
dude, I'll tell you, I was hanging out with Ray Romano doing this movie. So we're hanging out. He's telling me about stand. He does stand up 4 times a year.
God damn.
4.
And
Makes
crushes
$4
it.
million
Really?
a year.
4 times a year. Okay, he goes to the Mirage 4 times a year, and that's it. That's how you want to do.
And he's
stand-up.
such a vet. Like
Wait, and he's
ready
telling
to
me
go.
like this too. He goes, yeah, we fly in on Thursday, blah, 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 do the shows, I golf, blah, blah, and then Sunday night after the show, and he's being real modest. He goes, we fly home on a private jet, I said, Ray, you earned it, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Legend.
Like, don't
At
feel
that point,
bad that
it's like,
you're
yeah.
flying on a private jet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get there.
Right.
Like, you let me know that that's the end goal. But I'm like, it's fine. So
Have
what I'm
you-
saying is,
have
you
you
gave me
done-
$30 million. I'm going to the Great Wall of China. I'm going to fucking.
Getting out of
Going
here.
everywhere.
Oh, you
I'm
had to
gonna
China.
go all kinds of stuff.
Are you? Have you been doing stand up around LA? Have you been doing spots?
Yeah, I'm doing all these little spots.
I just saw you the other night.
Yeah, Supernova. I do the Comedy Store. Comedy Store's not the same, guys. It's just not the same yet. That weird spacing and. I don't know. I think that once the place opens up and
should be open.
I think the OR and the main room are probably like a little weird, but the belly room been pretty dope.
yeah, but
Probably still not the same.
it's not the same.
mean, it was
it's
pretty
not a
lit.
hangout spot anymore. It's like that heyday, that last
That
5,
golden
6
age,
years,
yeah.
whatever that was. It'll be one of those things we look back on.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, oh wow,
You
I
didn't
was a
realize
part
it
of
at the
this.
time. You didn't realize
I
it at
didn't
the
realize
time.
it at the time until it was gone.
That was a renaissance.
Yes,
It was a
for
fucking
sure,
renaissance,
for sure.
man.
So yeah,
So
but
much
I've been doing a
talent.
lot of shows. I've done. But so you still do the podcast? Listen, you're not talking about you earned money over time in your business, doing your business, and then you still do that business. You're talking about you won the lottery. The lottery. Let's say the lottery's at
Yeah.
500 million.
Yeah.
They drop it. You win it on Wednesday's lottery. Bye.
Yeah.
It's not like, because that's like one of those things where here's a gift and you go, okay, now let me reevaluate what I want
You
to
just stopped doing everything though.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying that right now. I'd probably take a year
I think
off.
you'd miss it, bro.
I think
That's
did
what
you
I'm
miss
saying.
it this past year?
I didn't stop.
Yeah. Oh, see, well, there you go.
I
I
mean-
was forced. I was at home.
Maybe if I stopped doing it, I would never come back. I have a weird love-hate relationship with the whole business.
That's what I'm
like, I
saying.
fucking
When you're on the
hate it.
road nonstop,
Yeah.
like if you go 3
hate
weekends in a
traveling.
row or 4 weekends in a row,
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
hate-
and
I
that
hate
traveling, you're
playing.
like,
Yeah, traveling is the
fucking hate it.
worst.
Yeah.
That's
The
the
worst.
toughest
You know, but
part.
if
but
what
if
I
you
would
could
do?
fly private,
No, but here's what I would do. If you gave me all this money, I still want to do stand up. But then it would be like it would be
1 week in a month.
It would be the nice way. I would do it like Chappelle's doing it. Maybe I build a farm someplace that's mine with a theater, and I'd private jet everybody in, all
Yep.
my friends, and
Your
it'd be
friends.
like a festival every weekend.
Yeah.
Something like that. You know what I mean?
that'd be
Or I'd
cool.
take all this money and be like, hey, let me buy the Comedy Store, no matter what the cost. Tell me how much you want for it. You want $200 million? Here's $200 million. I'll take it all.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like, then it's like, this is the spot.
place you can go.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I get that,
Yeah.
but it's like this grind of the business. Like I
Right.
just went through this whole thing, man. I booked the pilot, we shot the pilot, it didn't get picked up.
course.
All the emotions I went through all that,
Heartbreak
I'm
is a
like,
lot.
my God, do I want to go through this? Keep going through this?
No.
I am going to keep going through it, but it's like you're saying, here's the alternative. Here's
You get 30
No,
mil. You're like,
But a lot of guys, when they get super famous, like they're stand-up comedians by trade, and then they book a movie and they blow the fuck up, and they stop doing stand-up.
Oh,
It's
that
like,
was the old days, man.
yeah, but it's also like you can kind of understand. It's like, yeah, they're probably sick of the grind, man.
Yeah.
It's-
I never
it's
get
just a
sick of
grind.
writing and come up with new ideas.
Right.
That's the part.
That's
I don't
different.
give a fuck about anything else. Like what I really love is
But that's not the
like
grind.
I'm trying to write now, and it's such a motherfucker. I sit there and stare at a wall. But when I figure something out and surprise myself, I'm like, that's what I live for.
Yeah, but
everything
you have
else is bullshit.
But don't you have that's just an itch to we have these thoughts, and as an entertainer, as a performer, as an artist, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
You want to show that art. You don't just
Yeah, I wanna see what's
painting just
inside
to be like leave it in a basement.
No.
Like, I don't want anyone to see this.
Yeah,
no,
if I'm not doing stand-up, I'm not doing that.
yeah.
shit.
But my thing is
saying.
different. My thing, I want to see what's in me. Like I don't know. I'm always afraid I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be as good as I could be. Like that. Maybe that's what. It is.
Oh, see, I know
that's what keeps you going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I want to know what I'm capable of. I like to surprise myself, and I love when I write an hour and it all seems to be thematic, and I didn't even know it was happening.
And
what's
that's when you're not looking for laughs either anymore.
Yeah, you're just
that's when you're
trying
looking
to
for
speak truth,
connection, and
Yeah.
then they're laughing because they agree or disagree with you, and all that kind of stuff. And that's just, so yeah, you're always going to have the itch for that. I mean, I love that. I like challenging myself. I like to let me see what is the most outrageous thing I can say on stage to make a point that most people wouldn't be able to say. You know what I'm saying? I try to do that. Don't always succeed, but I try to do that. And that's
You're pretty damn good at it.
Really good at it.
I try.
Eric's a beast.
But
You're a beast.
I'm also into I'm also into just like what it takes to get really good. Like I go down these fucking Gordon Ryan, John Donaher, these rabbit holes. It sounds weird.
Commit your life to jiu-jitsu.
What I love about
Do
it
that.
though, is it's such an art. Like those motherfuckers take it. Like Gordon Ryan doesn't even look like he's moving much, but like when you watch John Donaher talk about technique, like the details, it's mastery of something. And I think you learn a lot about life when you master.
And does
one
that
thing.
inspire you, like in
everything? Yeah.
But there's anybody that's like that. There's this kid. His name is J God on YouTube and Twitter. He's a gamer guy.
J God?
His name's
Yeah.
J God. But he is the biggest video game nerd. And what he does is he breaks down like every gun in the game, and he does these videos where if you play Call of Duty, you're like, I gotta go find out what J God's
into it.
So it's that kind of thing. It's the kind of like, he's got people like, he does these videos like top 10 loadouts to use, and you go, well, what is this? But it's kind of like fantasy football.
Yeah.
The kind of guy that's like a stat
super
cruncher,
details,
the super geek. This is this guy. He's a geek for
In the
this.
game
Th-
world.
those
But I
gamers-
appreciate it, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
The
So no
detail,
matter
yeah.
what it is, like I'm
The
not
work
into
he does.
jiu-jitsu. I'm not into
Excellence.
the excellence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's like that gaming world. I met with my merch company. I'm like, all right, who's your biggest guys? I'm like, where am I at it? And they show me. I'm like, oh, that's not bad. But then you see the top dog, and it's that ninja kid.
Yeah, Ninja, Nick
Yeah.
Merckx, and those
Dude,
guys.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
his name's Ninja.
Yeah.
Why? What do you mean by top dog? Like
Dude, he makes
money-wise,
about
you mean?
$500,000 a month.
More than
Oh
that.
shit!
I'm just saying the fact that like, so I don't care
Way more
what
than that.
podcast we're talking about.
He signed a deal with Adidas.
Yeah, dude, it's just
What the fuck?
yeah. This guy's incredible.
24 million
24 million
subscribers.
subscribers.
Yeah,
It's fucking amazing.
He don't
So I
mess
walked down
around.
like, who the fuck's merch is that? Like, oh, Ninja. I'm like, Ninja who? They're like the video
24
gamer.
million subscribers.
24 point.
I got to get into jiu-jitsu and fucking gaming.
And
now.
Yeah.
his merch, like,
Do you like video- you ever like
his
video
merch? I mean, it's
Rogan's got this funny video that they're putting out about how he was like saying video games are bad. Like video games are bad for you. You should open a jiu-jitsu thing instead. Like you practice jiu-jitsu for 3 years and you can open up a dojo and teach people. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I made a lot of money playing video games.
but he got back. He just doesn't. Rogan's also 50. Was he 54?
54,
It's
yeah.
like, dude. You asked my dad.
Yeah.
Like my son was playing his Nintendo Switch, and I was like, how are you gonna let him on that thing? Like that's just a waste of time. Like. Yeah, it's 2021, dog. Like,
Yeah, to that
there's-
14-year-old
it's kind of the future.
$1 million.
Yeah, it's
That's
kind of
why I
the
tell him. I'm like, man, I know a lot of guys make shit ton of money doing this bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want that for him, but it's tough when you're playing video games. You're like, oh, you're gonna be a loser all your life.
I
It's like,
think if you're really good at anything, it's you're gonna find your way. If you're really good at something, you can apply it to something else, or you'll get rich. At
Well,
that.
yeah, if you're, yeah,
think,
but
I don't
you know
know.
those kind of guys that like, they were like 19 and they were like, yeah, well, I started a vodka company, or it's like that kind of thing. They always have these things that they're doing.
Yeah.
Always a
Eventually, something's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Like there's those guys that are that go-getter type people,
Yeah,
man.
or
We
they're
see
just
them in our
trying
business.
stuff.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying stuff, and they're like, well, I built my first car when I was 15 years old, and now I
Yeah.
do this or that, and I like seeing that.
Or it's
kind
like
of
those
stuff.
YouTubers when they all have a big following, they're all making millions of dollars, then they get a house. It's like the YouTube house, where the hype house, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like 6 or 7 of them with their team there.
Dude, I just
And
went
they're-
to one.
They're all just they're all millionaires, and they just create content. It's like, I mean, that's their college.
Yeah,
And they're like,
that is their college.
I'm tired, man. I wish I took my True Niagen. I wish I took it this morning when I was working at a zoo. Sometimes you feel drained, but not anymore. I love True Niagen. True Niagen fuels the body's energy engines, maintains cellular metabolism, and even supports heart health. I have more energy than ever before. Can you tell? I wish I took it. I did. That's why I sound tired. They have 11 published human clinical studies backed by Nobel Prize winners. True Niagen is a supplement that clinically proven to boost NAD levels, an essential coenzyme required for cellular energy and repair. Since taking True Niagen, it helps my muscles recover after these beastie workouts, all right? I just have more zest for life, all right? And with True Niagen, you guys, new customers, can save 10% off your first purchase by going to TrueNiagen.com/fighter. Use code FIGHTER. That's True Niagen, TrueNiagen.com/fighter, code FIGHTER, to save 10% off your first purchase. TrueNiagen.com/fighter, code FIGHTER. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any disease. TrueNiagen.com/fighter.
Hey, dude, I was just at one of these things because I'm about to be a part of another podcast with this influencer kid. I'm not going to say because I think he wants to do a whole thing, whatever. So, but whatever, I went to this. It was what is it called? A stream house or not? They had a name for it.
Yeah, there's some names.
Like a cam girl house, but for
gamers.
or for like TikTokers.
They
and
got
stuff.
those?
It's like they call them hype. I think it's called Hype House.
Well, we're doing a
Hype
photo.
House is one particular specific one. That's like a brand name.
There's Hype House. There's Trap House.
No, this is it's not like
You're
that.
a Trap House.
No. This was like they had a name for it, and it was like there was computers set up.
Somebody got
There was computers set up for
it's a
editing.
whole-
There's green screen over here,
Is it
but it
the
was a
Face Clan?
beautiful house and like
What'd you say, Kat?
Beverly
Is it the
Hills.
FaZe Clan? They're really
FaZe
big.
Clan?
No.
Clan?
But I'm just saying, it's like I when I saw this, I was like, oh,
It's a
I
business.
appreciate this. So like, when people go like, oh, these TikTok stars, these kind of, I go, they don't really know the extent of work
The
that
reach
some of
is
these
not-
kids are putting into it, though.
yeah,
They're
it's a full-time
constantly like, okay, I got to film something. They're constantly they're taping and editing. It's a job, and it should be.
Do you see Logan Paul's house? There's like his sets in his garage.
Yeah.
There's editing bay.
Yeah.
There's merch on this room, and it's like you go in there like,
yeah.
oh fuck, this.
And there's
is
people coming in,
your
and now he's got a
business.
bus outside.
Correct. He has a butt. Like
Yeah,
it's-
look, I did this podcast, and I was
Yeah,
like,
nuts.
you know what's funny about that? I did 5 years before he made this movie, terrible movie, okay. But it was garbanzo. Right? I don't
The
even
way
mind
he-
say
the
Logan.
way he emphasized
the
that
movie
terrible.
was terrible.
It makes sense.
All right, whatever. But he was into it because they wanted they wanted that like validation of Hollywood back then. So all those influencers, like a lot of them, they would hit me up and be like, "Can you be in one of my videos?" Because they was like, "Oh, I'm workaholics guy." So
Yeah.
it's now they don't care about Hollywood.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. They're not trying to make movies.
And
and
Hollywood's
stuff.
not fucking with them. But Hollywood has no clue.
They don't
about
even
that
know how to.
lane.
They keep trying.
They have no lane.
Let's put an influencer in a movie, and
Yeah.
the people that are
But it
watching
doesn't
are
work
like,
like that.
I don't want to see him for like a minute.
It doesn't
doesn't work
convert.
like that.
You
But
have to get it.
also, they're just trying to get in on the money, and I love that these kids are like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
They're doing their own thing.
They're doing their own thing. Like one of my friends,
Yeah.
Amanda Cerny. I love Amanda. She's been on my podcast too, and she's got like 25 million followers, whatever. And she's like monetizing to the extent she makes funny videos all the time. She ain't worried about being on TV and all this kind of stuff. OnlyFans, all this kind of stuff. She's like, look at my two of my houses.
Yep.
I got a house in Miami. I got a house. It's like they figured out like this is a different branch of entertainment, and it's like good for you.
Agree.
And
And a lot of times they're making content that lasts 15 seconds.
Just
That's what's
quick
so
shit.
interesting.
I know,
Is
but
your
the thing
friend-
is, they got to keep going. Yeah, Amanda Cerny. You guys don't know
She's
Amanda?
gorgeous.
Yeah, she did an episode of
super
Workaholics.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, she's fucking gorgeous, and she's
Into fitness and health, and that's her whole brand
she's
now.
a multimillionaire.
Yeah, man.
yeah.
I've seen her videos with Joe Coy.
Yeah, she don't mess around.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, this is the new thing. Like,
Good Lord.
this is like a entrepreneur, beautiful ass woman monetizing all of it,
Doing their own
Making
thing.
it happen.
monetizing all of it.
That's
She's
new
like,
culture.
you know what I mean?
That's Bradley.
So she's everywhere, all over the place, and she's got a great fitness brand and all this kind of stuff. Kudos to her.
And doing her damn thing.
When I'm doing her damn thing. So what I'm saying is like, so a lot of these kids out here, we're from this old school, old head type of like, this is how Hollywood's supposed to work. And these people are like, no. This is how we're doing it now.
Yeah.
Like I've said this before, man. Instagram. Remember how we used to clown girls who call themselves Instagram models?
Not anymore.
Now they're the only models.
Correct.
That's
You're right.
right.
Yep.
That's
You know?
exactly right.
Wow.
They are the only.
I didn't even
Those are the only
fucking
models,
think about
man.
that.
You see some random chick, she got 24 million followers. She got, I don't even know who this is, but Bang Drink does.
Her bank account does too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Adidas know who the fuck
Yeah,
she
Adidas
is.
know, yeah.
So I'm just like, I go,
That's
we just
fucking
have to change our mentality of like
But
what
I
to
think
do.
you got to do in comedy too. Because
No, we
gotta adapt.
but that's what this is.
that's what this,
This
is.
is
But
what
also
this
like
is.
special.
This is your OnlyFans.
kind of.
Podcasting.
But I'm not going to show my feet. But also when you look at like
Yeah, but you're always working out. This is the same shit, man.
it's same shit. But like when you look at the old school model of like an hour, everyone we all know you should spend an hour. You talk to Netflix, you talk to Comedy Central. Like we know for a fact people stop watching after 28 minutes. Yet we still do hours.
And not only that,
And we know a lot of them only watch the first 6 minutes.
wait, and check this out.
And then you don't have clips.
But not only that,
Yeah, we
what you're
stick
supposed
to
to do
it.
now, whatever you think your best jokes are,
Put it at the top.
they got you start your special with that.
You don't say it for your closer.
Yeah, you
Netflix,
start.
anybody you talk to will take.
Yep.
Oh, they all say the same thing.
So amazing.
Put your
That's
closer at the
fucking
top.
amazing.
'Cause if you
Start with your
don't,
strongest shit.
because they're not going to make it.
And
to
then
the end.
Make the
Not gonna
personal,
make
but
it,
you
yeah.
make the personal stuff later,
Yes.
and they
Yeah.
might stick around.
Yep.
And you're still thinking about thematically.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
an
yeah,
hour.
yeah.
It's
Like, you know how you
bullshit.
set it all
Yeah.
up like an hour.
But
But, the,
do it.
but, like,
But then you
with
look at the model. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? I was doing Segura,
Nobody's-
2 beers, 1 cave, and I was telling him like, I don't get it, man. Why I don't get why the industry doesn't adapt. I've sat in front of Netflix. These people, they go after 28 minutes, they stop watching. It's like, then why would I
Why an hour?
waste this other 30 minutes? Then
Right.
why don't you guys just do 30-minute specials then? Which they're doing a lot more.
They're gonna do that now. They're gonna do
Well,
that.
they are.
Or whatever you want to do. Do
Yeah.
20-minute set with 10 minutes of fun shit.
But also, didn't Shane Gillis do? Doesn't he have it's a sketch show on
He has his-
YouTube, and
yeah.
it's like a high quality sketch.
high
show?
quality sketch show. He posted clips on his
So
Instagram.
SNL
He-
said "fuck off," and he was like, "Oh, okay, I'll do
yeah,
something." on
and
YouTube."
they're
that's
fucking
technology,
hilarious.
I bet.
But that's
It's fucking
technology.
hilarious.
I love it.
Technology's at the point now where, look at this like 8 camera setup you got right here with the fancy
Yeah.
mics and all. I mean,
Yeah.
Technology's at a point now where if you put some money and effort into it, you can make whatever you want to make. And then you're looking for an audience, the audience is there. It's on YouTube. The internet has made it so like, here's the audience,
And they also like it that you don't like if we were with, say, I don't know, some big network like Spotify or something like that. The fans that came with us on this journey, when you do make that jump, like, we're out, man. We liked it when it was their shit.
When it was-
Once you sign, like you almost cash out, like, we're out, man.
What are you saying about Rogan, man? What are you saying?
His audience is older. His audience is older.
But he's got such a
with it.
wide-
They're
Well,
gonna
look at
ride
that
with
chick, man. Call her daddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
60 million.
know.
Now she's over at Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
And I my girl watches her thing. And so like, I don't get to watch anything on my TV anymore. So we're watching her YouTube videos, and it's just it's not her phone, but it's like she's using her phone.
Mm-hmm.
And she just does a vlog where all the time she's like, "Hey everybody, I'm with my buddy Brian. Hey
And
bitch."
that's what she does.
Yeah, and it's just huge. She's huge.
Why?
Huge.
What is she?
I don't get
Women
it.
fuck with that sexual, like,
Everything, man. It's like what I said. I think that
hooking up with guys.
I
and
think
shit.
that women like that get into podcasting, man, because you have even like there's that extra layer. If you're hot like that chick and you're smart, entrepreneur, and entertaining,
got some shit to say.
and got some
Yeah.
dude, it's
You
like
know she produces and edits that show.
that's what I'm saying.
She's a beast.
And not only that, you're talking about the different types of ads. Like when you look at the metrics of your podcast, I bet you it's like 90% dudes, 10% women. I mean, that's just how it is.
Ours, yeah.
If you could
80-20.
get that female market, because the marketing revenue because look at TV, man. If you're during the day, you're watching TV, all the commercials are for women. All the commercials
Older
are like
women, yeah.
all whatever that stuff is. There's a market for those people to watch and listen to podcasts too. So there's like this feeling that like podcasts are all about guys, but it's not. It's like what's that other one? The 2 girls that were guys I fucked.
Yep, they're huge.
They're huge.
Uh-huh.
And they're comics, they go on tour.
Also, the biggest podcast too is those crime, like serial, like
Yeah.
the comedy and the Rogan podcasts aren't the biggest. The biggest are like those crime docu series, like those series how they do it, or the women's podcast. Like those are fucking huge.
Yeah, Rogan's become a place for news, like where you can get news you can trust almost, because he's interviewing scientists and people who are like, who are those 2 guys?
Well, not
who just
according to
had on?
Fauci.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fauci begs to
But he
differ,
just
sir.
had on those two.
Those two from
yeah,
they're
Hill?
great.
and they're
from
great
Hill.
because I'll listen to them. That sounds like
I
news.
started listening to them. They just complain a lot.
Oh, they do.
That's like fuck, dude.
Isn't that what podcasting is?
That
I mean, we really don't, but they just complain about everything. I'm like, fuck, dude.
I
But,
was the most
but-
hated
but
episode.
at least they complain for both sides.
But I like to complain.
Like they're
That's
not just
my
like
brand.
CNN.
Right wing, she's left wing.
Yeah, so they both have their thing.
Yeah.
It's Crystal and
Crystal
Sager.
and
They're great. They left
I
the
just
hill to
watched
do
the
their own
clips and it
thing.
looked good. I haven't got.
No, I listened to the whole show, and then I started listening to their podcast. It's good. They just complain a lot about both sides, though. Like we're not like CNN
Yeah, but I
or
want
Fox.
solutions too, though. I don't want just complaining.
Well, if you're looking for solutions from those two, you're already in trouble.
Well, you saw Rogan went off on that one CNN show because the
Yeah.
guy was like, people are just watching YouTube, and he made a valid point because your show
fucking
sucks.
viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like this kind of the entitlement of news.
I know.
These news networks, the entitlement
And
they feel that
the
like,
ratings are
well,
in the
we are the
dumps.
ones you're supposed to get news
Yeah.
from, and we're just kind of like,
Bitch, it's
yeah, but-
2021.
CNN, I don't watch
It's
CNN
tough,
because I already know how they feel. Like I'm not going to get. I don't feel like I'm.
No, I
getting
know
news.
the agenda. I
I'm
already
not
know
getting
there's an
news. I'm
agenda.
getting your opinion.
Yeah.
That fucking guy, whatever his name is, I don't give a fuck about that guy, Brian Setzker or whatever the fuck is. Like I don't care about you, dude. I have nothing in common with you, and you're giving me your opinion. You went from a college right to a newsroom, probably. Like most of those people in the New York Times, New York Post, they go right from college, a really expensive college, right to the newsroom. You don't have any experience. You just have your ideology, and I can finish your sentences.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
fucking guy. Brian Stelter. I don't
So
like that
is he
guy.
off the air now, or is he still
No,
on
he's
there?
still on, but he's a fucking donut. And I can tell you what he's going to say all the
I
time.
wonder how many followers
And
he
he's
has.
arrogant. He's fucking arrogant.
They're all
Let's
arrogant.
find out.
That show's
I'm
not
curious.
doing.
It's like, is he
CNN's
on
not
Twitter?
doing it.
Because this is the reason why.
You have to have some level of arrogance.
The reason why I ask about this, the reason why I ask about like his following, is because now
38,000.
this is
38K.
now check this out.
38,000.
Now check this out. This is my point. So he's on a network where a major network where they're supposed to listen to what he's saying.
Yeah.
And people don't give a fuck what he's saying.
They don't care about him.
no one
You know what
cares.
I mean? No one gives. So
No one
it's like
fucking
it's like critics, man.
He's also a mouthpiece.
This is just like critics.
He's a mouthpiece for he does what he's told in a lot of ways.
I know, but what I'm saying is like if nobody's interested in him, why would anybody be interested in his show now? Because there's a correlation now.
But also, how much does he really give a fuck?
Yeah.
They
when you think
literally
about it,
it says
CNN goes
250
after
likes.
Fox News. It's so funny.
Well, no, they go
that?
after each other.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So all
Again,
these networks
and
go after,
see-
or
Well, you hear that shit about Tucker
Especially
Carlson. That apparently he's been, leaking information because I think the guy.
But he's crushing it. Like
Yeah, no,
Tucker
but
Carlson,
His
everybody.
ratings crush.
Look, you know what?
Crush.
You know what? If I was making $60-70 million a year to talk shit about whatever,
Yeah,
I mean, then you start to see the brilliance of it.
sure.
he
I would
just-
just
like, I
like a
don't
little.
think he's
I'd like a
crazy.
little objective news.
Yeah, right. But where do you get that?
Well,
he gives people.
that's the question.
Well, then no. On
Not
Fox
Tucker.
though, the actual news.
I get it from podcasts.
No, they have a news, but we just don't know about
Yeah,
it.
they have a
'Cause all
Fox
the,
News.
I'm saying all the other shit.
But if you're
looks
watching
like it.
Hannity or Tucker, like that's not
Right, right.
That's an
That's-
But
agenda.
it
But they
shouldn't
have an
look the
agenda.
same. It shouldn't look the same.
I know.
That's my
the
point.
breaking news at the bottom.
Yeah, it
that shit,
shouldn't
like-
look the same. So when you watch the news and you
Yeah.
see guys sitting at a desk going like today, and then you see Tucker Carlson and Sean Hannity, and they're
Yeah.
doing the same thing, you go, okay, well, which one is the one?
They're a completely different segment.
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
Now it's like you're not beholden to ratings. You're just beholden to
guys,
information.
it's the reason why. And I see someone like Tucker Carlson, and he made like I don't know what. Look at his Forbes.
makes
He probably
so
made
much
like
money.
$65 million or some shit like that. I go, yeah. Then I get it. Then you are being influenced by that's a lot of money, man.
Right.
Like, can you like that's a lot of freaking money. Like, how can you not?
I think you just gotta fucking work.
Like his
out.
salary is $6 million. His net worth is $30 million.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeesh.
So if your bosses say if Ted, what's his name that owns
Oh yeah, what's his name? Ted.
what's his name that owns the Fox is like, I kind of like Trump.
Yeah.
Then you're
Ted. The fuck, man. Come on,
He goes hard in the paint for Fox.
Ted. What the fuck is his name? Come on.
Oh, my bad, dog.
Wow.
Rupert Murdoch.
Married to Jane Fonda.
Rupert Murdoch,
Rupert Murdoch.
not Ted. I'm thinking
Oh,
of
Ted. We're thinking about Ted.
Turner.
Ted
Ted Turner.
Yeah, Ted Turner. Ted Turner.
Ted
yeah.
Turner.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking of. Anyway, my point is,
Murdoch.
but we have to have like, remember that the Supreme Court justice that Trump appointed.
Oh,
Peter Ginsburg or something?
no. How dare
He
you?
didn't appoint her. He's not that old.
I mean, way
he's so
off.
young.
God.
I just want to slap him.
Kavanaugh.
You might as well say George Washington.
No, Kavanaugh. John Kavanaugh.
Not Kavanaugh, the woman. But it was funny. I like what she said.
Yeah.
She said, like, she was like, "You're really questioning my integrity."
Right.
Yep.
Like you really think that it's like like she's worked her whole life to be a judge, and that's what we do though.
spot
When
was
it comes to
right.
money, when it comes to like political
Politics,
sides and politics, we go, well, you must be influenced by, and it's a shame that
Well, we
that's
go
what
after
we
them
think
personally.
first.
We go after
Yeah,
them personally.
it's a shame that we think that first. But
Kavanaugh went through some shit
So-
to get that position.
Yes, he did.
Boy, they lit his ass
What's
up.
her name? What is her name?
and
You
I-
said Supreme Court or what?
Yeah.
yeah, the
She's,
Supreme Court justice.
I'll say you.
No,
No.
Keep going. No.
She's blonde, right?
There she is.
There she
Yeah.
is. Amy Coney.
And she's actually done a lot of great, stuff like bipartisan. Like it's like
Gotta be
I would
beast
like to
to
think that if
She adopted a bunch of children too. Like
I'm just saying,
7
if you make it to this, the highest court in the land, I gotta think that it's not a movie where it's like you're like this like evil stepmother who's like, let me do whatever the one side thinks.
You have an impeccable record.
You have an impeccable record, right?
Yeah. Fuck yes.
You know what I mean?
And you're smart, regardless of whether you're liberal or conservative. You're smart. You got, you know what the fuck you're doing.
I don't know. I mean, I guess who knows, man. You know, who knows? I mean, some people would say that a few of these justices have this sort of like, but even Ginsburg, when Obama said, "Yo, why don't you retire because you about to die, old bitch," you know, basically it was like,
"Yo, pancreatic cancer." And that's why the left.
And she went like this. She was like, "Nah."
She's like, "Leave now so that they can convert somebody." And she was like, "I'm going to stick it out." Well, you're going to die. You got to leave.
No more fuck.
We're like, you're going to die when some, you know.
Say, nah,
some
we
Republican is going to be in office,
right? And that's
what she said. And she said,
"What the fuck happened?"
No. I was like, good for her.
Yeah, but the liberals were like, dude, come on. That's
all right, Jim. What do you got?
Already?
Okay, so next month, Jeff Bezos and his brother are planning on doing a space trip where they travel out of the Earth's atmosphere or our gravitational pull. A lot of people then went online, started several petitions trying to make it so he doesn't come back.
Talk about a waste of time.
Yeah.
I mean, why? Talk about a
I don't
waste
know.
of fucking
what a
time.
waste of people like.
It's
Well,
a
you know,
bit long.
So is Jeff like, okay, I'm not coming back?
You know what this is? This is like
Haters.
when you're married or in a relationship and you want to buy a certain thing and your girl keeps going, no,
yeah.
that's stupid. Now he's
Well,
like, yeah, I'm going to space, bitch.
I think it's because he's bored. I mean, you're going to fucking space,
There's nothing else to do.
right?
What
You know
is
what I
there
mean?
left?
Like that's an example of where you're like, what else can I do?
He has so much money. Like,
what else
who
can you
cares?
do?
It's also pretty
Swim
risky.
with whales. What would you do with money? Swim with whales.
I'd have a pet great white.
Yeah, whatever you want.
It's super risky.
After
too,
a while,
getting
you're
out
like,
there.
fuck
Going to
it.
space?
Well, that thing hasn't come down a couple times, you know.
Yeah, it's super risky. Yeah.
It's not a good idea.
Well,
Oh,
whatever.
fuck no.
But also, those people that signed the petition, they should just take them like, all right, no one has anything going on right now. I mean, hey, so you sign that thing.
I mean,
Or
They
you-
still buying from Amazon though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
by
like,
the way,
They still
The funny
buying.
thing is if the petition's on Amazon.
the guy doesn't even talk.
he made
The
a
guy really
product-
never even talks.
Yes,
Yeah,
he made a product that all of us use, like all of us.
Everybody.
So it's like
uses
not
it.
his fault that it's like Apple. It's like I know you hate
Made too
Steve
much
Jobs.
money.
We all fucking use his product. He was a bad dad. Cool. I
Hey,
can't
what's up?
live without my fucking awesome swipe device. Fuck off.
So, in Florida man news, there was a gentleman who ordered coffee along with a bagel. He did not receive cream cheese with his order. He was very frustrated. He came back after leaving that Starbucks he came back with a gun and then pulled it on the girl, complaining that she forgot his cream cheese. She then gave him the cream cheese.
For sure.
A few hours later, he was arrested because that girl's father happens to be the police chief of that area.
That's the only people that get justice in Florida.
Apparently, that's what the story made it sound
Don't
like.
forget cream cheese again, though.
Well,
She
by
learned
the
a
way,
lesson. I tell you that.
that guy's
What's on your order?
Never mess up order again.
Yeah, but again, this is like another nuanced story because obviously there's something up with this guy.
Yeah, it's absolutely clearly.
Yeah, like we'd like to think the
Over some
story.
cream
The story is
cheese.
presented like he's just a normal guy, and then he did this thing. He's
That was
obviously
mentally
not.
ill, and that was the
He's obviously not.
fucking crazy.
Because you know what? We've all thought about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you just get to that
You know how many
point where
times
you're
I've wanted to
what the
like
fuck?
run somebody over who's taking too long in the crosswalk? Like, bitch.
Dude, it's like
Especially if I
just me.
stopped for you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's so many times where you just been like, I've been in a restaurant and been like, yeah, don't put any pickles and no mayo on this. Then you open up the burger and there's mayo.
You're so.
There's a
frustrated.
moment I want to fucking stab this motherfucker in the throat. It should be
feel
okay.
it.
Like we should get
Yeah.
one a
When
year,
you're hungry.
like
Yeah.
the
When you're
purge.
hungry.
Like
When
the
you're
We should
purge.
get one a year.
It's like Russell Crowe in Unhinged.
Oh yeah, unhinged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm saying we all
Snap.
think it's like we think things, but we don't follow through with
Don't
them.
act on
That
it.
guy
Oh,
followed
Yeah.
through on
that
it.
dude who came into that police precinct with a machete and just everybody's like working and stuff. And you just see this guy come around the corner and just goes and just fucking hits this dude, but apparently hit him like with the flat end, like tried to, but missed. Like
With the end piece of
dude
it?
runs, another guy's wrestling with him, and then finally somebody shot him in the arm, and he fucking
Oh, he must not have been black.
He was.
Oh, he got
think
shot
he
in the
was.
arm? No way.
I think
No
he
way a
looked-
black dude with a machete gets shot in
I don't
the
know if
arm.
he was black. I think he was. It looked like from the video. The video's a little grainy, but
Little grainy video.
Next one.
So, yesterday, the Foo Fighters brought on Dave Chappelle at Madison Square Garden to perform Creep.
oh my god,
Saw that. Yeah.
Please welcome our lead vocals, Dave Chappelle. Here, come on, sing.
he can sing.
Not really.
No,
Not really.
he just loves
it's
that
just
song.
Dave Chappelle.
He just
Wow, he's really feeling himself now, huh?
Yeah, if I was as famous as Dave Chappelle, I don't know if I'd be like Dave or if I'd be like Daniel Tosh. Like Daniel Tosh doesn't do
He kind of just hides out.
anything. No
I like
interviews,
how
no
Chappelle talks
podcasts.
about it. He's just kind of like, I haven't had all this money my whole life. Like,
Tosh,
no, just Chappelle. He's like, I just got all this money. You know what I mean? So it's like, I
he's been
feel him.
famous for a long fucking time.
Yeah, but he hasn't been $20 million a special famous. True.
He's been pretty well. He's been millionaire for a hot second.
Not this strong of a
Yeah,
millionaire.
but he's flying people private every week, man.
Yeah, into his shit.
He owns a city.
Oh wow.
It's not terrible.
No.
That's not a really great
It's
song.
a fun version.
Yeah,
What a great song.
it really is.
Want to get to the chorus?
No. You say that. You know what's funny? You say that about.
Everybody sung that song.
You know, you say it's a great song. I started to think, like, I'm a big American Idol fan. You know, I
too,
love
love
American
it.
Idol, right?
Did you vote for?
I thought
Homeboy?
what a travesty that the white guy with the guitar won a singing competition. No
I thought-
shade on him.
I thought the big girl with the big ass should have won.
Dude, her or Willie. You know how many times I cried when Willie was singing?
It was the same shit over and over. How can we sell? How can we
Here
sell?
we go. Here we go.
How can we sell albums for Willie? What are you gonna do?
He's
Ruben
check this
Studdard.
out. Check this out.
Who's Willie?
He's not Ruben Studdard.
Bring up Willie.
Same guy.
Willie's big black
He's a
dude.
big fat black dude.
Yeah, I know. I see
To
what he
him,
did
he's
there.
like,
He's doing it.
He's a gospel.
just like every white guy with a
gospel.
guitar is the same.
He's
too.
gospel.
No, this.
We had to make.
When he sung
Stars.
Willie's song, okay, Coldplay was on, all right, and it was Coldplay week, and he sung Yellow, and I was like, damn, that's a great song. And what it made me realize is that's really where the art is. Like how you just said, Creep is a
Yeah.
great song.
Yeah.
Like some of those guys are like, they're not the guy that the lead singer of Creep. He ain't fucking Frank Sinatra, you know. But they made some great songs,
Radiohead.
and that's really
Tom York.
the
Plastic-
art.
fake
That's the
plastic
art. So you
trees.
take somebody who has a great voice. These American Idol artists, they come on with their great voice and they're singing other people's songs, and then they make their own songs. And you're kind of like, ugh, like what's going on? Because
Writing a song
the
is a
completion of it is that's the real art right there.
Very few people can write really
The instrument is great, but it
So were you
needs-
voting for Willie and shit every week?
No, I never voted.
I never voted.
because I DVR. I don't watch shit
This
live.
guy Chase Beckham?
Chase Beckham?
Yeah.
He won over.
He's like a country
He
singer.
won over the two most phenomenal singers that have been on American
How
Idol.
about that white
in
girl's
years.
ass? I was like, this is so distracting.
And the way she was shaped too. She was shaped like
Shaped.
she was like yeah.
she was like
big white
skinny
girl.
hip,
Pretty
and then-
face, small waist with a big
dude.
bank.
Dude, the biggest ass you've ever seen in your life.
Really?
Yeah, she would put on this like sequence.
You know what I'm talking about?
It was like that Kim Kardashian.
no, way bigger than
Photoshop.
Kim.
Oh, yeah.
No, they would have to.
She had a wagon.
No, bro,
Big girl.
wagon.
Yeah,
Dude.
wagon.
You'll see. You'll
She,
see.
they had to custom
Grace.
make her dresses.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
her shit. Jeans were not for her.
She's gonna be a star though. They're all gonna be stars. And like I say, kudos to Chase who won. But it's like to me, it's a singing competition, and he did not sing as well as those other two, is what I thought. But he's probably a better artist.
Oh boy.
But the
she's,
country's popping
Yeah,
though.
she's very. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
they
say?
wanted a star.
pretty
Look at it.
face, small face with a big bank.
Those are crazy hips. That's
Wagon for
And she's
days.
20.
She's 20.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
And what was her style of singing?
can sing that.
Like
Good.
poppy.
Just
Just you pick a song, she can sing it.
Adele.
Yeah.
Adele.
You thought she should have won.
I thought she
I thought
should.
I would have been
Her or
fine.
Willie,
You know who I really thought was gonna win?
The little girl.
girl.
I thought she was gonna win everything.
Everything. She was fine.
Especially when she
she
was
could
singing.
fucking sing her
When she
ass
sung
off.
Billie Eilish. She could sing rock.
She was singing
She
old
was- she
school.
finished,
She was
what,
singing
fourth?
AC/DC.
Yeah, she was a
Who?
beast.
I could not.
Casey.
Her.
How old is she?
Casey Bishop, like 16.
No, I thought she was 14.
No, she's
God damn,
16.
she can
Although you had to
sing.
be a certain age for
Well,
this.
she's
No, they made it like, now all they care about is this.
12
now.
and up. She was a beast, though.
Jesus, some of these kids kids.
She
can
killed it?
Oh, dude.
Some of these kids can
She's the
crush.
most talented.
Yeah, she was the most talented. That's what I thought too.
Most
But
of them.
you know why? Because you know what he was talking about with Willie. He's really saying is Willie don't look like an American Idol.
Willie,
He a big fat black guy.
No, Willie's arms bothered me. His little T-Rex arms.
And then like his
He's all
neck.
fat.
That's what I just thought of.
He's like this.
I
singing.
felt for him because I was like, yo, dude, you have his instrument is so powerful. And I'm like, dude, make sure you, because he already was sick. His mom had a
he doesn't
stroke.
look healthy.
And I'm like,
His
I
dad
want him
died
to
too?
survive. I want him to survive because he's such a great singer. Like, I'm telling you.
Oh, sing.
I mean, this
Yeah,
dude.
he used played us that Rihanna
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Oh, he can really
Shine
sing.
bright like a diamond.
But anyway, my point though is that, you know, when I heard him sing, you hear him sing established songs, you start to go, wow. You really realize like, oh, what a great song. And that's where the artistry is too, not just about the instrument itself. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you don't think Willie's marketable?
It's like a good joke with a bad performer.
That's
Yeah, he's
right.
not selling
That's
you.
right.
know
That's
what I
always
mean?
so frustrating.
It's really frustrating.
Great joke writers.
Yeah, sometimes you have really great joke writers. But you know what though?
Those guys go on to write for.
No, but check it out though. The really great joke writers sometimes maybe they're not like phenomenal performers.
Yeah.
They still are the most successful.
Well, I mean, look.
It's like a marathon, not a race. So over time,
Jeselnik is such a good writer that Jeselnik can stand there still. He's a good performer, actually.
He's a good
subtly.
performer,
He's
though.
subtly, but
That's a bad
But Anthony can just kind of speak those jokes and crush.
I say like Seinfeld's like that when he was first coming up and
Yeah.
stuff. Like he's a wordsmith.
But he
man.
had a thing, yeah.
I know, but it's not
He's a
like
wordsmith.
he ain't
worked
Martin Lawrence.
No.
no.
You know what I mean? You know, it's
Eddie
not
Murphy,
or Eddie Murphy or like
Fucking
like I'm talking about these dynamic like
Yes.
performers. They're on stage and you just go, wow, this guy's like
Superstars.
something about this.
Kevin
you know?
Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart.
Superstar.
Fucking
Kevin Hart is. It's like it's not even writing with him so much as just the other
Performer.
the performing.
He's an
Performance
entertainer.
on that.
Great actor.
And when he hits in a pocket of a premise that you go, oh shit, you combine
Relate
with
to
that.
it, yeah.
So I'm
Superstar.
saying singing is the same kind of thing, man.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. A lot of people got shit music. I went to Spotify and listened to Willie's, original tracks, and I was like, you ain't gonna make it with this shit.
That country guy had a. Oh, you know who I like? The kid. He got in trouble because he like dressed.
Don't
as a
even
pig.
get me started. No,
You don't like him with the mullet and the hat?
I loved him, but
Crazy Eyes?
I resent the fact that they canceled this kid who
when he was 12. His
12
friend.
Like, he's supposed
his
to be
friend put on a
responsible.
KKK hat and he did like a
12 years
TikTok.
old.
Like he's supposed to be responsible for the world's
And that's
woes
so
at 12 years
disgusting.
old.
And you want to talk? He was the most original. I think he's gonna make it because he wrote all his
Yeah, he
own
wrote
So
shit.
songs.
disgusting, though. What? So
you
American
think he'll
Idol
still have a career?
American Idol fired
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
No, I think
They took him off.
I think it was a mutual. It was like, yeah, I don't think we can survive this. Let's just walk
What do you
away.
survive? He's 12 years old. You fucking.
Well, he's
asshole.
16
No,
now.
he was 12 at the time.
He was
He's
12 at the
16 now.
time.
Right. So he was the kid.
I know.
still a kid.
Then that one kid, the guy, he
Still
was
a
like
kid.
the white boy from Utah.
He just left
He
the
just
show.
dipped.
I
I
don't know
think he
what
was
his
like,
thing
I could
was.
probably make more money just doing this myself.
Well,
You guys
he
are gonna
just-
vote me off anyways.
I thought if he would have won, I would have been fine.
Me too. He was like the most original.
He was original. He
I
had
like
that
the original
thing.
ones, yeah.
I follow him. I sent him a DM. I slid into the DMs like, you good, man. Keep it up. You know what I
Did he
mean?
respond?
No. But I don't care. I just was like, good for you, man. Like I that's my favorite thing about the internet. My absolute favorite thing is like whoever your favorite whatever is,
You can hit him
you
up.
have the opportunity for them to see your love.
Yeah.
Like I listen to a lot of audiobooks. And if I like the reader, I'll find this motherfucker on Twitter
And be like, yo, that shit
you
was-
performed the shit out of that. I really love your reading, and I've listened to other books just because you're reading them.
Yep.
And they go, "Oh my god, thank you." I mean, it's, that's when it's like, cool.
No one's giving them a lot.
Because no one's giving him that kind of love.
You know what I mean? Or like even authors or like any kind of thing. You find people, you just go, I really
just like,
appreciate what
you
you
just
said.
wanna deliver that
That's
to
what the point of it was,
Yeah.
not like the constant hate.
cool.
Like I'm gonna like I get like man. The most hate I get is after doing this podcast, and it's just gonna be like, so many of these fucking trolly ass like, all you do is complain, Griffin. Yeah, it's my brand.
That's my brand.
My fucking brand. Bitching with Griffin. That's what we do.
Bitching with Griffin. I like.
you got?
I think
It's funny,
I
man.
think you got a lot of good stuff to say.
But they always like it, so that's the thing you get is like, no, all you do is like, all you know.
That's
So it's
bullshit.
like,
But it's all well thought out stuff that
Yeah,
you say.
you got
Like it's
good
not like you just
perspective.
shooting from the fucking.
I know,
hip,
but
you know
the point is, it's like you have the good and bad of the internet.
If everybody
Yeah.
loves you, you're doing something wrong.
Right.
True.
So fuck
For
it.
sure. For sure. For sure.
Next one.
Oh, we're still doing this.
So this time last year, the world's most premature baby was born, and it was given 0% chance of survival because it was less than a pound and was small enough to fit in a palm.
Oh,
The baby turned 1 the other day.
I bet you
They
every
survived.
woman is like, oh, so let's push this little thing out now instead of waiting.
fuck, man.
Look at that
0%
shit.
chance to
Look
survive.
at that.
And is he normal? Like brain, everything works? Normal?
I think for the most part, he's as healthy as you could possibly have him.
Before 1 year
But
old?
there are certain little things that he has
Well,
that they need to do
technology
checkups with.
today, man, like that baby probably wouldn't have survived even
Yeah, just-
20 years ago, right?
Oh, no,
20
yeah.
years ago.
Just the fact that he's alive, he just
Yeah,
turned
it's
1 is
crazy.
amazing.
That's cool.
Well, that's the biggest debate about abortion is that after the baby is viable, you can't really abort the child, right? That would be the idea. So that would be the cutoff point when it's viable on its own.
Well, maybe they'll have the thing
But
now. Where they
now-
could be like, we can
well,
just
no,
take it
that's what I'm
out,
saying.
we'll
Now-
put it into
now
the
you-
oven, and then
but
it'll
now
like
you've
set
got
it
a
for
baby.
9 months,
Yeah.
and then you keep checking it. Ooh, it's looking good.
If you
Yeah.
can keep if you can grow a baby outside the woman's body, now
Yeah.
what does that mean? So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, well, the baby's
That's
2 weeks
tricky.
old, or it's tricky. It's fucking tricky. I don't want to get into it.
Like an easy
Yeah,
bake?
that's one of those. That's one of
No,
those.
but it's become a thing.
we all just got to go like this.
Nah, I don't get it.
Everybody's checking out.
Can you please put right here the views expressed by Brian?
It's an issue. It's an issue we're all going to deal with, though. It's going to come up. It's
Yeah.
like, with technology, it's going to change everything. The way we think about everything.
Well, technology should change. Like, I think, we have to come up with better forms of birth control or
all that shit.
whatever it is,
that
like,
shit.
or like have it where, like, we have to have, like, I mean, we're just designed so terribly. And that's something I would say I feel for women because it's like, if you're a woman, you're 30 and you want to have kids, well, this has to be your thing you have to think about because the older you get, the harder it is
to have a kid.
So it's like, but how great would it be if it was designed differently that
That's
that a
happening,
woman
though.
can have kids at 60 and it'd be fine?
That's
Janet
around the
had it
corner.
at 50,
That's
Janet
around the corner.
Jackson.
Yeah, but I know, but like
There's
she got
exceptions,
money.
but-
It was like a lot of
True.
I mean,
Yeah.
we don't know. We don't know what was
Might be a
going
surrogate,
on.
Might be.
Yeah,
Celebrities are bad examples.
Yeah,
Never mind. Just kidding.
At that age.
Nah, but they're having technology where
No,
women
but what
in
I'm
their 40s
saying
have
is,
babies all the
I
time.
know, that's you have to, but the technology there. But what I'm saying is, like, it sucks that like that has to be the pressure because you could be like 75-year-old man and like
Yeah.
And then
pump
boom.
out a baby.
Yeah.
Just
Get that
that's all you have
old
to
dad.
do. You're an old ass.
that
I
old
already
dad.
feel like if I'm my girl wants to
You
have
guys
kids,
want kids?
and I'm like,
How old are
damn, I'm gonna be 50 in March. So my
So
shit is
good.
that's not okay. Let's be honest.
No, you good.
I want my, but no. Here's the thing, though.
You gotta
That's why I really have been consciously being like, I got to take care of myself.
correct. That's what I was
Because like
gonna
my
say.
mom has dementia, and it's a tough thing.
Yeah.
And so then I thought, oh man, is this hereditary? Is it genetic? It's iffy if it's genetic or not. And it's like, but the causes. It's like high cholesterol, inflammation.
Yeah, you
like,
take care of yourself.
These things are so huge. And so I was like, oh, looking at myself as you get older, it becomes harder and harder and harder and harder to stay in shape. You have to watch what you eat. You got all this bullshit. And I thought, well, I have to do this because I want to be here for my girl who's like in her 30s. And if we have kids and I want to be like, I want to like walk
Kid-
my daughter
keep
down the
your
aisle
toes,
or
yeah.
what all these kind of things you think about, right? So it's like, that's why my message out to you young men out there, this is a real solid message to you. If you're a person that thinks you want to be a dad, if you're thinking about that as your future, think about it. Like, really, if you're with somebody that you care about, you need to really consider, like, do I want to be an old dad? Do I want to be like, do I want to be 50 and my daughter's 20? Do you want it to be like that? Because I have all my high school buddies who are like, oh, they show me, they're like, oh, my daughter just graduated college.
Yeah.
Now you're like, fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck. Like, and so it's
gonna be tiring.
It's gonna be so it is something to think about. I know you think you're invincible in the
I started late, man. My
Yeah.
son's 9. I got a long way to go.
I know, but the thing is because when and that's the thing, that's the struggle of an artist, either side, male or female.
Yeah.
Because like even women who are like, this is my career. I want to do my thing. I'm freaking Taylor Swift or whoever you are, and you're like doing. Maybe you haven't made time to be like, well, do I want to be a mom? And then same thing
It's
with
a
men.
tough- it's a tough one.
It's a tough
Yeah,
one.
there's a
I
lot
want
to
to
think
like,
about.
and then it's like, and then it's not just about like, well, I'm just going to have a baby because there's people like that. I think pro athletes do that. They just pump seeds into like, like I want to have a kid. I know people like that. I have a really close family friend. And she got pregnant from this rich guy, and you could tell that's his thing. He just wanted to have a kid, and he's like, he's got enough money to be like, we're not getting
figure it
married,
out.
but
Yeah.
I'll take care of you. You know what I mean? And then I could check in and out with my kid. I mean, there's people
yeah.
like that. But for most of us, we want to have a family.
Yeah.
We want to be in this thing. So I'm just telling you, young guys out there, a lot of guys listening to this podcast. It's a lot of men. Think about it. Look at the woman you're with right now and decide, like, is this my ride or die bitch? Is this the one for me? And do I want to start a family?
Go to my website, immortal.com.
Yeah. Whatever that
Anything
means.
else, Jen?
Dude, I look good.
You good?
I'm good. Or is that it?
Well, there's a couple more, but I mean, if you guys are good, you're good.
All right.
I was kind of anticlimactic.
My girl.
Well, you
by the
do
way,
one. Let's do-
I mean, if you
by
got
the
a
way, my
really
girl
good
loves
one-
your sweater. I told you that last time, but she wears it all the time.
Awesome. That's sweet.
That pink, she's
Yeah, the Guard Brick
Erik
one.
Griffin,
Brooks.
always full of awesome knowledge.
Yeah, ErikGriffin.com.
Yeah.
Are you on the
Still
road
working on
anytime
the
soon?
side. Yeah, actually, if you go to my site, I got some stuff. I'm gonna be in the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville.
I actually,
I love the way, and even as I said it, I was like, oh god.
Just saying it out loud.
yeah, I've done that. I've
I'm
done
taking
that.
a fat girl to prom.
I loved it. Love
Don't
it.
stay in that hotel.
Oh, really?
We'll talk.
Oh, I know. I already know. But anyway, and then these are some places I'm going to be. So I got some stuff coming up. I'm not big time like shop, or I'm going to be at like the such and such convention center with.
That Boston's great.
What's the Den Theater?
It's in Chicago.
Oh, word.
I got to fix that.
Maybe it was Denver.
House of Comedy.
Yeah. In the House of Comedy, they got their things opening up, and I'll be in Tampa. So, I'm there, And I put the tickets to those places that I'm at a lot anyway, too. Like, you can get the Comedy Store, Laugh Factory.
Oh, you going to Edmonton in January?
Yeah.
I went there in November. That shit was cold and
I love Edmonton. Ththat's they're good crowds.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, but that's
What is it? ErikGriffin.com?
Yeah.
Only thing I coming up LA is July 16th through 17th. LA, Shab and Friends.
Where's that?
That is at Haha's. Ice House Run Haha's.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a full weekend there in July.
Wait, the Ice House?
Yeah, well, their management's help booking Haha's.
The Ha-Ha?
Yeah.
The Ha-Ha in North Hollywood?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Full
That's
weekend
weird.
there.
I didn't know that.
It's weird. Yeah. Because they're doing
When is the Ice House going to open?
they're doing construction. They couldn't get permits during the pandemic, so now they get the permits. So now they're building. So it'll be done end of
What are
this
they
year.
building?
They're redoing the whole thing.
Wow.
The Bus family owns it now.
Oh, no. That's going to be all corporate.
I don't know.
We'll see.
Still the same squad that runs it.
All right.
And then keep scrolling down, Chin. We just had San Jose, North Carolina, August 19th.
The Improv in San Jose?
Yep, San Jose Improv.
Yeah, that's a
September
good
9th
They're
through
open.
11th.
They're open. Huh?
Yep.
Awesome.
And then we'll have on there Las Vegas, August 12th through the 14th. That's the opening weekend for not Cap Cities. What the fucking
Wise
Wise
Guys.
Guys, Vegas.
Oh shit!
Sure.
Wise
He's
Guys
opening a Wise
Grand
Guys?
opening.
Ooh,
Vegas.
where's it at?
I don't know.
Love it. Love it.
You don't know yet?
But it's
Wow.
not like
Is it going to be on the strip or is it going to
On
be
the-
downtown?
I don't think
It's
it's
not
on the strip.
It's downtown. I think.
It's not on the strip?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tickets
There's
at
a lot of shit going on
FATKZ.com, and the new merch drops Friday. Thickboy.com. Thick with 3 C's.
Check out. I'll be at. We're almost sold out. Helium
Thick and
this
delicious.
weekend. Friday, Saturday. I had to cancel the Sunday show, but we're gonna do 3 shows on Saturday, I think, and tickets are almost sold out. Philadelphia, PA, Helium. See you this Friday and Saturday. Rough House Friday coming up July 9th. If you like to bet on combat sports, I'm going to try to interview some very, very smart people, give you guys good odds. As usual, Conspiracy Social Club is on rockfin.com/Conspiracy Social Club. And I'm having so much fun with that. And we're going to be exclusively on Rockfin starting in July. Big and Hungry podcast as well.
Boom. July 15th through the 17th, Baltimore, Maryland, Magooby's Joke House. And then later on, following month, August 26th, Brea Improv.
Ooh, yeah.
Boom.
Magoobies.
Can't wait.
Magoobies.
Magoobies.
I have. They also own San Antonio.
The LOL?
Same people, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, Eric, we love you, man.
Thanks, brother.